You know, I'm kind of in a fork in the road right now because uh, we got one game, Resident Evil 4, that I can still play for hours upon hours, and okay, we'll go to bed now. I just wanted to get that out of the way. So I can play that game for hours upon hours and upload it to YouTube, but having no clue of what to do in this game as of right now, like besides like going into a big project of just like reshaping the entire hill there, or Grand Theft Auto Vice City, where I really don't have an idea of how to get all the money I need in order to proceed with the secret, in quotation mark, missions. And I was thinking, I'm like, should I just like actually farm and be like a farmer, or should I just go exploring? Might spend like part of the show like doing a bit of farming and giving the animals what they need. I thought I picked up a rotten potato from that zombie in the spawner. But yeah, it's been last time I played this was literally yesterday, so because I don't think that I needed to do anything else for the said thing, but whatever. I really want to find a bone. Maybe I should make that the part of this episode. I need to find the bone or a bone to make a dog. But that just made me think of what I watched yesterday. Now, I do understand that the show The Cosmos with Neil Tyler, I think that's his name. I do understand that he's a scientist and all that stuff. But some of the stuff I'm like, it's interesting, but I don't believe all of what he says, because you gotta think that I don't know where to start on this. He would say that there was a calendar even when time started, pretty much. Like that's where I take a look at history, because I'm pretty sure that the calendar was actually a thing. Like when was it what? Like, don't quote me on this, but I think like back to the 1718 could be whatever time period, or it could be at least in that era, in AD at least, that the calendar was an idea. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. But then it said that there's a cosmic calendar, and I'm like, what? No, like, how could you possibly say that? Oh, the calendar was a thing ever since the beginning of time, and the Earth just became the Earth on January the 1st, and I'm like, okay then. Don't know how you scientists came up with that knowledge. But then again, they just say, oh, we're just scientists, we know this stuff. Okay, I get that point, whatever. So, but he said that, that different, or even, like, he also said that, like, having all the animals and, or having all the wolves makes, eventually some creative baby dog or wolf or whatever, and that's how we got all the breeds or something today. And I'm like, okay then, well, alright. But I wanted to like really watch the stuff because I want to learn a bit more, but it's more that he is, like, my opinion, he's taking the knowledge and saying this is exactly how it all started, because having the proof saying I'm a scientist. And I'm like, I don't believe all of what you say, but you're just coming off as something that it is the truth. And I'm like, no, I don't really enjoy watching something like that. Like, I'd like to have my own beliefs. But then people who do still agree with him would say, oh yeah, this is true, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, it could be, it might be, but there's no guarantee. And it's like, oh yeah, it is true. I don't know, like, how, but whatever. Well, how did you know? Well, were you there when the bang happened, as you guys call it, the bang? And one thing that he kind of, like, it was kind of, like, weird is that, like, he says that the whole universe is basically like a little bubble, really. He showed that we're basically just a little bubble around other bubbles, and then it just turns into a waterfall in real life. I'm like, okay, but you're just making more questions. You're not answering the questions. You're making the more questions, and you're not explaining those said questions. But it would be interesting to know all this stuff. But I don't see it happening. Like he said that the polar bear had a brown bear. I'm like, okay. And he's like, well, who do you think is gonna win the battle in the snowy area, just trying to hunt the white bear or the brown bear? Well, the white bear. And I'm like, okay, I get that. Yeah, I totally get that would actually happen. But I don't get how a white bear and a white bear have a brown bear. That's like a white person having a brown person. Or a brown baby. That doesn't make sense. But you could call whatever you want to call, like, your evolutions, whatever. But I'm just, like, giving my little taste of what he says. But like, I do watch other shows where they're like, oh yeah, well, I agree with what Neil says, and I'm like, okay, whatever that guy's saying. Or like I think it's like Vsauce 2, I think. Come on, zombies, come on, spawn. But I think it's like Vsauce 2 that he's like, where something that he would be disagreeing with Neil or something like that, and I'm like, okay, cool. Alright. What? Someone's there? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Come here. Wanna kill ya. Get XP points. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been down at the building the house, or the summer house, or whatever you want to call it. So, but I might no, I might as well explore that cave system that I found, because I didn't explore all of it. But do I have everything? Oh, I don't care. But I did, wait. I'll just go over here. Over how? But that's my take on what, the scientist says. And I'm like, okay, this is odd and weird, and I don't believe that, but whatever. Or I don't have to believe it. Like, it's like saying, well, I like blue. Well, I like red. And it's like, well, I want to make you make blue, or like blue. And I'm like, no, that's my opinion. You can't change my opinion. And when, like, they're forcing it upon you, and it's like, this is how it happens, this is how it works. Well, that's your opinion, because I got my own opinion too. I'm still a human. I'm not a robot where it's like, I believe anything you say. That's not how life works for this guy. Okay, again, we're gonna make a sign here saying, this is the way. Okay, just gonna put those lights there and move on. Because I think also that I left... Was it here that I left some spots? No. Because I think I like left some coal or iron or something in these walls I made. But I guess not. Okay, that's the way out. So it's not up or down. Or wait, is it? Oh, because this is the lower ground or lower part of this. Oh, so it was this way. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so nothing was up here besides this lava. And there's no reason for me to block it. But eventually I'll go back that way and explore more of it. Okay. I was like, did that go in me? Or go into my inventory because I didn't hear the noise effect. What is there? Is there webbage up there? No, just dust. Okay. Alright. Let's clear up here, but I just want to see if there's anything. What's that? Oh, just gravel. Okay. I don't know. I don't see anything that way either. So we'll turn around and go somewhere else. Okay. Okay. Alright. Oh. That's a big drop. I don't even have water, so I can't make an elevator. But I can quickly go and fix that problem. And by quickly, I just mean... I don't know what I mean by quickly. Because it won't be quickly. It'll be slow. Slow as molasses. Molasses. I'm not one to like beans and molasses. I never really enjoyed them that much. I tried them. No. And people are like, oh man, it's so good and so delicious. I'm like, oh, that's totally your opinion. So we'll just go and get the water, make the elevator. Might as well light the place up while we go down, and I might as well go to bed right now because it's nighttime and I don't want anything bad to happen to me when I go back down. So alright. That's good. So I guess we might as well make an entrance into another yeah. But wait, did I? Yeah, I got bones, but I don't want to use them on that dog or wolf or whatever you want to call them right now. Yeah, they're spawning like crazy in there, it sounds like. So hopefully they won't take over the world. Take over the world, yes. Wait, I'm so forgetful. I went up there to get some water. God damn it. Okay, alright. Well, we'll go this way this time. And right here. We'll get some water. Got some water. Nice. Okay. Alright. I was watching this show on Netflix where it says, "Will you survive?" And some of the things that like they say is like, okay, I don't see how that can happen, but whatever you guys say is what you think, because it said that when what? Oh, this guy, okay. Alright, he just fell. He's like, screw this, man. I'm just gonna get my bow and arrow. My bow, and I got my arrows, hopefully. And your history, hopefully. I can't even see you because it's that dark. Or now I can see you because the glare's out of my face. Okay, I think, yeah, he's done. But I watched, like, it's like Cops, where it's like different scenarios, each like 15 minutes, whatever. And it said that if you are ever in a icy situation on the roads, this is the best opportunity for you. And it's like it gives you multiple choice questions, and it's like, well, would you A, do this, A, B, that, and C, this? And I'm like, well, obviously, you would just counter steer. But they say, no, what you do is hit the brakes. And I'm like, why hit the brakes? You're just going to make yourself slide even more. So, like, and it's not like, come on, that's just common knowledge. Like I learned that in the novice test, where it's like, if you're in a icy situation, the best thing for you to do is to counter steer and foot off the brakes, foot off the gas pedal, and just counter steer until you come to a halt. Because if you hit the brakes, you'll slide more. Because think of it, if you're going at like 80 kilometers an hour and you all of a sudden hit ice, and you don't realize that you're going to hit ice, and then like the rest of the road is ice until like whatever, but you're still going to slide. If you hit the brakes, you're not going to stop sliding. Or if you gently pressure on the brakes, you're still going to slide, and you're still going to go the same speed you just went. But if you take your brake, or if you take your feet off the pedal and you just counter steer, you'll eventually slow down. That's pretty much the smart way to do that. And yeah, I stopped playing just to explain it. Sue me. So we're just gonna go down here. That's good. Okay. Then we're gonna light the place up. Okay. Ooh. Was I already down here? Oh no, just other lava. Okay. Alright, just light the place up still. Holy... Oh my goodness gracious. This thing is huge. What? Okay, I don't know why there's, that little sapling, whatever, doohickey thing down here. I don't know why, but, whatever. Oh, redstone. Nice. But, I was like, yeah, that's their opinion, though, because I would say, hey man, guess what I learned yesterday on a show that I don't really trust. It's like, what's that? Well, you're supposed to, when you get into a nice situation, you're supposed to hit the brakes. And like, no. I'm like, well, that's what this video said. It said you're supposed to gently put pressure on the brakes in order to stop. You're not going to stop just from that. You're still going to slide. Your tires are still on the ice. And then they said like layer after layer of ice. And I was like, yeah, you do that. And I'm like, no, you're not supposed to do that. Well, at least that's what I was taught in the novice. In our novice test, we didn't even write anything down. That's kind of funny that it's still called a test, but we don't write anything down. And when you come back, they're like, well, did you pass the test? I'm like, well, all we did was talk, and we didn't really do a test. And it's like, oh. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, it's a good place to get some coal here, huh? So I Was it? Okay. So I don't want to explore that much into this, but thank you for the arrow. This is gonna be a long trip up. Didn't really... Okay, there we go. Learned that from another YouTuber. Who probably learned that from someone else, but yeah, this is totally makes a lot of sense where you just place a torch and you're going up an elevator, a water elevator. That makes so much sense. Yes. But I also watched Office Space yesterday, and that movie's funny. I never really thought that, like, you never really think that, like, movies are funny until you give them a chance, but it was really funny. I liked it when the guy keeps going, yeah, I would have to come on Saturday at 9, you know, yeah, and then you'd also have to come on Sunday, yeah. And then the guy's like, ugh. And I've watched movies that would relate to this or whatever, and when you have the the colleague like in the corner going like, hello, this is in Initech, how may I help you, please hold. And then I'm just waiting for him just to get up and just go ape shit on his colleague, but that's not how it all happens, huh? I just don't want to get lost in that area down there, so we'll just keep exploring over here. And holy, like I cannot believe that this is like the only time that something like this has ever happened while I'm playing this thing. Well, you want a large map and we gave you a large map. With lots of stuff in it. Yeah, that's dust, and here's a zombie, and he's gonna be dead. There we go. Heart's leaving him like no one's business. Okay, so I can explore that a bit later. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Alright. Sweet. Okay. I gotta make a stairwell for myself to get up here. But there was one like unexplained thing, like at first whenever I saw it, but a guy parachuted or tried to go skydiving, parachuted out of a plane, and all of a sudden his parachute got trapped like from a flag or something, and I'm like, okay. So he kept falling and falling and falling, and then his wife or whatever, or someone he knew was like, just cut the whatever, cut the rope, cut the parachute, whatever. And then he kept falling down rapidly, going around in circles, and then all of a sudden he landed on the ground, and I'm like, there's no way this guy survived this. And then all of a sudden he did survive it, because he's also sitting there telling the story. And I'm like, okay, but what was the catch? And he said that the plow was like plowing the farm field, and the soil was very soft. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But yeah, I think that I've come to a good point to stop, so until next time.